Hey, hey, beauty friends. Happy Saturday. Call here. Today is Saturday. Today was so much fun. Have you guys been following the Great Beat Extravaganza happening over there on Facebook? It's so much fun. Today I got to catch 3 presentations, so that was super exciting. And we got to wrap it up with Neelay Patel. And I was reminded that there is a challenge going on over there in the Silversilk group, the Silkies group. They're doing a Winter Wonderland challenge, and think I might have forgot, but I was reminded over there when I was watching the TGBE, and so I got some inspiration to make a pair of winter earrings because I believe the challenge is make something with silver silk that reminds you of the winter or something like that. And you guys can enter, I think, as much as you want. It's through the whole month of January. Friends, I will put all of the links to the groups and to the Silver Silk website. I'll put all the Silver Silk's information in the description box. But they are doing a challenge over there in the Facebook community group. But so friends, and I know a lot of you here are Silver Silk experts, and I respect that. I'm still relatively a beginner with Silversilk. I've known of the product for a while, but I've only recently started using it because for some reason, I just thought it was just so pretty, and I was always a little bit intimidated of what to do with it, like because it's different. And I'm going to show you some examples. If you are new to Silversilk, I'll show you what it's all about. But I always kind of was a little hesitant because I wasn't sure how to use it. And then I started watching tutorials, and there's tons of tutorials out there with friends making beautiful things with Silversilk. Becky Foster, and of course our gorgeous, beautiful, amazing Danielle Wicks and Jennifer Miller. There's some really, really great designers out there who are beautiful Space Pickle. Who use Silversilk on a semi-regular basis. So guys, I fully I urge you to go and check out all of their tutorials on YouTube and whatnot, and definitely join that group for inspiration. But I started seeing all these designs, and it made me brave. I was like, wait, you can do that with Silversilk? Wait, you can do that with Silversilk? That's amazing. And Silversilk is an amazing product. So we're going to get into it real quick if you're new. So basically, Neelay Patel runs Silversilk. He is the owner and designer extraordinaire. And I wanted to show you too, because friends that are the Silversilk know, you guys all know Joan Dice. So Joan Dice is basically, well, she's one of my best friends, but that's just a cheap pop for me. But that's just a shameless plug. But Joan Dice is amazing, and she's the concierge over there. She takes care of Neelay. She's his moderator. She does so much more than that, my friends. She's pretty much Neelay's right hand guy there. And she's a beautiful person. And I wanted to show you guys real quick what Joan, because I wanted to show you before, and I never got the chance. So Joan made me this for Christmas. This was my Christmas present. Are you seeing this necklace? Oh, my bohemian heart. When she gave me this, Joan and I hang out. We don't live too far. We live about an hour away from each other. And we usually get together at least once a month, and we go to lunch and stuff. And she made this for me for Christmas, this necklace. And I cried, my friends, when she gave it to me. I said, this is the most, she captured me almost perfectly in this necklace. And if you guys didn't know, I love cloisonne. That's how I say it. It's, I'm not French, so that's how I say it. Cloisonne. But I love cloisonne, and it's one of my favorite types of beads. And look at this piece. It's just phenomenal. And then look at this little metal piece. Do you see how special that is? And it's got different colors on the other side in the little eyeballs. Just amazing. So guys, I wanted to show you that. Was my Christmas present from Joan. And I felt so crappy because all I did was I made her a couple Christmas ornaments, and I was like, seriously? Like, you're giving me the Taj Mahal and the Mona Lisa wrapped up in one, and I'm giving you some ribbon from the Dollar Tree. I didn't feel right about it, but that's okay because I might have something cooking for Miss Joan for when I see her next. All right. So like I said, guys, Silversilk is it's a silver And I'm going to show you first. This is what I know the most about, is the capture chain. It's basically, it's a silver knitted wire that Nile knits over top of different materials. I'm going to try to breeze through real quick, but this is called the capture chain. So he makes this knitted wire and he knits it over top of ball chain. And you can use this as chain. You can knot it up, you can wrap it up, you can use it as design elements. There's really so much you can do with it, and it comes in just the most gorgeous colors. So there's like this, you know, and like the balls on this one are silver. He uses different color balls. Like these balls are like an antique gold. Look at this color. I'm gonna try not to make this video an hour long, but oh my god, look at that color. I want everything in my life in that color. And then here's just a couple more examples. This is like a copper with a copper ball chain. So, and he makes custom colors a lot. He does a lot of custom colors. Wait till you see these two colors. Look at this color. Oh my god. And that has gold ball chain underneath it. And then this is called Rockstar. And I remember the name of this one. I think it's called Rockstar because this is my favorite. And I have two little findings in there, but look at that. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Wait, is that, this is pipe chain. My friends, this is pipe chain. I didn't know, I thought this was, I didn't realize I had this in pipe chain. Oh my God, y'all, there's going to be a whole stinking tutorial coming up with this. I guarantee you this. I didn't realize this was pipe chain. Pipe chain is my favorite. I'll be honest, pipe chain is my favorite Silversilk to work with. I love pipe chain. And for some reason, I thought this was the, pearlesque chain, but it's pipe chain. So I'm super, that's crazy. Oh, is it pipe chain or is it ball chain? Maybe it is ball chain. Is that a ball in there, my friends? Maybe, you know what it is? It's mini chain. That's what it is. I think it's the mini chain. Is that what it is? Yeah. Look, it's smaller. Oh my God, but this is so much fun. I was wondering why there was connectors in there if it was pipe chain, but I love it. It's so slinky. Look how slinky. Anyway, this is going to be forever. I'll put it to the side. Okay. But there's the pipe chain, which is what we're going to play with today, which is this chain. And what it is, it's knitted over top of the silicone tubing. Guys, if you do have some tubing allergies, silicone allergies, stuff like that, this is probably not the product for you, but it's okay. I hope it's the product for you, but if it's not, it's okay because there's like a billion things over there to play with. This is called 3-needle chain. This is like a really thin, pearls everywhere. It's a really thin chain, and this one scares me a little bit. I'm still trying to figure this one out. As you can see, I was trying to macrame with it, to be honest with you. I tried to macrame with it. I thought, oh, I haven't seen anybody do that yet, so let me try it. It didn't go well. But you don't know about these things unless you try. So we're going to figure this one out. But the 3-needle chain is a little bit new. So it's still I'm still trying to figure this one out. But it's super pretty. It comes in a bunch of different colors. And then there's also this leather chain. And this is my second favorite of the chains. So this is leather. And basically this knitted wire is knitted over top of the leather. That's a gorgeous color. What did I order? I ordered a couple things today. I couldn't order much, unfortunately, but I was able to snag a couple things. I'll treat it myself a little bit because Nile was having that. If guys, I think he's extending it till tomorrow. The TGBE 15% off everything not everything. The stuff in the pop-up shop, I believe it is. Not everything. That was my bad. Not everything. I believe it was off of the stuff in the pop-up shop, but. This is called flat mesh, and basically it's like a hollow mesh, which we're going to look at in a second, except it's flattened. And this one always kind of was like, I'm not sure what to do with this either. But Danielle and Becky have done some amazing things with this flat mesh. It's just incredible what they can do with it. And it's given me so much confidence that, you know what, Carl? Play with it. Have fun with it. Maybe you'll come up with a Danielle moment. And I'm always looking for Danielle moments every single day. And then this is the hollow mesh, which is kind of like the flat mesh, except it's not squished down. It's hollow, and you can fit beads in there. And I think you can fit up to, I want to say, a 4 millimeter, 3 or 4 millimeter beads, I think you can put in here. I'm not 100% sure. I'm still playing with this too. I had some ideas for bracelets with this, and that's kind of fun. So those are just a bunch of, again, here's the leather, just a different color. So there's so many different kinds of Silversilk to play with, guys. So go over there. If you're new to Silversilk, go over there and check it out. I believe there is also on his website some inspirational type things going on where you can like have tutorials and stuff. So let's put our bead mat on. Oh, I forgot about our word of the day. Well, I technically didn't forget, but I think I just, no, here it is. So instead of doing cards today, my friends, we had Chinese food the other day. And so I got this fortunes, and I'm going to read them to you in the order that I got them. And now listen, I'm the type of person that's always looking for little signs, right? Little signs of encouragement and positivity, maybe little angel signs, things like that. And so my fortune said, your love of the journey makes you a winner. And I was like, oh, okay. So even though I was kind of resonating, even though if I'm losing here and there, I'm still a winner because, you know, I have a love for the journey and something like that. And I was like, that's really cool. And then I ate my husband's fortune cookie because he never eats them. So I ate his. And the fortune was, the spirit of a winner is unbreakable no matter the outcome. So then I kind of put them together and I was like, well, maybe there's something to that. Right? The spirit of a winner is unbreakable no matter the outcome, and the journey and my love of the journey makes me a winner. So that is telling me that I'm unbreakable. That's how I read this message. I read this message that this makes me a winner. So therefore, I'm unbreakable no matter the outcome. Why? Because I still continue on the journey every day. Right? So I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it was the brownies. Who knows? But that one spoke to me a little bit and I wanted to share. Okay, so let me pull in. Now, this is, like I said, it's a winter wonderland challenge. So this is the earring that I have made for our winter wonderland challenge. Now, guys, I did put a little festive snowflake at the bottom because I couldn't help myself. It looks as beautiful without the festive snowflake. So if you just want to do this dangle portion, that you can do that. You don't have to do the snowflake. The snowflake's completely up to you. So what we're going to be needing for this project is, I did use, these are some 11O seed beads just for this little dangle portion. You can use whatever ones you want, but I think the 11Os look really pretty there. I have 3 inches. I have 2 3-inch pieces of this is the pipe chain. Now, guys, I will be honest. I did harvest these pieces from another pair of earrings. It's fine. I'll just get more of this color and I'll remake the other ones. But so they are a little bit already kind of shaped like this because they were in another pair of earrings. We are also going to be using 2 of these fancy big big bead caps. I think that's what they're called. We're going to be having all these eye pins, and we're going to be having a bunch of jump rings. You want at least 1 5mm jump ring, and then the rest we are using 4mm jump rings. And then if you're gonna hang a dangle, I don't know what millimeter this is because my husband stole my, you know, that thing. He stole it. I know exactly. I know what it's called. I can't think of it right now. I'm having a brain fart. Caliper. He stole my caliper. So I don't know where it's at. I can't find it. And he knows where it is, and he just never puts it back again. And sometimes in marriage, we just have to make compromises, right? Because my husband's a great guy. And listen, if the worst thing he does is not turn his socks right side in and steals my caliper, I think I can manage. But it is slightly irritating. Anyway, but this is a big one. And I had to choose a big one just for the way this is shaped and so it would hang freely. I would say that's probably a 14mm if I was guessing. You're going to need, here we go with the more precise bead counts. So you're going to need that 5mm. You're going to need 2 5-inch pieces of 20 gauge wire. And for some strange reason, I know this is bigger than 5 inches. This is just a scrap I had left over. For some reason, I decided to go with craft wire in this project. I'm not really sure why, but we're going to go with it. You're going to do 2 4mm bicones. They're going to be the top little guys. You're going to need 16 of these 3mm rounds. Again, whatever you can use more or less, however you want to do. 20 of the 11O seed beads, 26 head pins. It is kind of a little loop intensive project. And 2 crystal snowflakes or any dangle of your choice, 2 large bead caps, and 2 ear wires. So this is the basic gist of it all. I'm going to put this guy to the side so we can all look at her together and follow along. All right, let me put out a couple. I did make, for time's sake, I did make some of these dangle-doos and whatnots ahead of time. Guys, yes, this is seed beads. We did make seed bead dangles. Listen, sometimes you have to be a certain kind of crazy to make seed bead dangles, but here we are. 11 O's at that. That's just a tiny bead. But listen, I will dangle anything. I will dangle it all. I'm just trying to pick out the pre-made guys here. I should have 6 of the pre-made guys. Okay. So we're going to do 2 of these together, and then we're going to do one of these. We're going to do some seed beads. Why not? So we just need 2 little seed beads. Oops, that was more than 2, but that's okay. You can do 1 seed bead. You could do no seed beads. You could do whatever you want. You could do 1 larger seed bead. I'm doing 2 because they're smaller, and they just fit perfect. And I like when they kind of fan out to me, and this is just interpretational. They kind of remind me a little bit of a snowflake down there at the bottom, because I did a couple and they kind of fan out weird. Like, they have their own little path. So I think they're like original, like little snowflakes. That's what my mind told me. Okay. So we're going to take this wire, and this is not a 5-inch piece of wire. Let me cut this a little bit. My goodness. This is like a 12-inch piece of wire. Let's cut it to about there. Sounds groovy. All right, so we're going to insert, and this is the great thing about this pipe chain is you can, I might have cut too much off. Maybe, I don't know. That's fine. The great thing with this is you can put wire in here. You can put bead stringing wire in here. Guys, we did a project over Christmas with bead stringing wire in the pipe chain. We did a Christmas necklace with Bargain Bee Box. You can put this on memory wire. You can, whatever will slide in there, you can do it. All right. So we're just going to I'm just going to bend it up, and it is going to kind of form a natural teardrop shape, because that's the shape it's been in for the last 5 months. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to bring up to where they are together. And then I'm going to take this shorter wire. You want to make sure you have some tension here. I'm going to take this shorter wire, and I'm just going to bend it right behind. And as I bend that behind, I'm going to bring this longer wire straight up. So this is what we have. We're going to come to the back. And now I'm going to kind of straighten up that wire. So now it's going across this way. And guys, what I like to do here, I'm just going to bring this wire around, and we're going to secure this shape. But when I do that, I do like to hold here, because sometimes if this one can go over top of the other one if you pull it out of shape a little bit. And we want them kind of next to each other. So I am going to hold them there. And hopefully that will keep them from laying on top of each other. And then we're just going to make, and this can be ugly, it can be beautiful, it can be what you want. It's going to get covered up by a cone cap. So there we have it. Oh, let me just lock that in. And guys, you don't want to make this too terribly bulky, because we're going to be dropping a 5mm jump ring over it. All right, let me cut this. Oh, I forgot to tell you, tools, guys, just your Gordon variety tools. You just need your cutters and your chain nose pliers, your round nose pliers. And that's basically it. Let me just tuck her in a little bit. Let me just tuck. It doesn't, like I said, doesn't have to be beautiful. This is going to get covered up, so it really doesn't matter. So making sure that these are more next to each other, which they are, and not like on top of one another. And this is a little ugly up here. That's why we use cone caps, guys, so you won't see that. So this is what we have. Now, we are going to go ahead and put that down. So we have that shape, and now we're going to work on our dangle situation. So let's go ahead and make us some dangle doos. Why is that head pin? Look at it. You see it? It's like making a hard right off the boulevard. Well, I think I did bring over, oh no, I didn't. I guess I didn't bring over the extra one, but that's okay. We're going to go with it. So let's just go ahead and pop this guy on. And we're just doing simple loops, guys, just doing simple loops. So I'm going to take the tool. I could just bend this wire over top of the bead, but I like to use my tool. But that's just how I do. I'm going to just slice and dice a little bit here. Right. That's about good, about 1/4 of an inch. Sorry, I keep taking my hand out of focus. Just moving everything around. Okay, making sure we're in frame. Very good. And now we're just going to take our round nose pliers, and we're going to make just a simple loop here. Just a simple loop. Nothing crazy. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It could just be a beautiful or a whatever simple loop. Just a simple loop. I'm going to do that one. We're going to do one more together. And then we're going to do a little stack of seed beads. Guys, you know what's extra special crazy is when you're wire wrapping seed beads on a dangle. That's even more special crazy, but I've done it. I like the look of little wire wrap seed beads on as a little accompaniment, as a little appetizer to the main dish. I enjoy it. But I'm not a seed beater, like a seed weaver. I do consider myself a seed beater because I do use seed beads in several projects. So I think I am a seed beater. I'm just not a seed weaver or a bead weaver with the seeds. I don't know. But I like to consider myself a seed beater because I do use them. I use a lot of seed beads, actually. If I were to guess, like I probably use seed beads in half my projects a month, I'm sure. I don't know. I'm not a betting person, but I would say maybe. I mean, guys, I use crimp tubes as spacers, okay? That's just how I roll. All right, now I'm going to pick up two. I'm going to pick up two of these little guys. You can do one, you can do two, but these are really tiny. These are 11-ohs. And what I love about these are they're crystal clear, but they're the blue lined. So even though they have that gorgeous blue color, they're crystal on the outside. So they kind of look winter frosty to me. That's how I read these. And I thought that's perfect for like a snowflake because it looks like a little frozen piece of water droplets or something. Okay, and we're just going to do these the same exact way we did the other ones. We're just doing simple loops here. Just simple seed bead loops, just like so. But we are making sure that these are nice and closed. See, you guys, you can do it. You can wrap little seed beads. It's fun. I think it's fun. All right, now we are going to put this all together. Okay, yeah, put that down, Kyle. We're going to start. I forgot for a second. I'm like, how do I do this? I just literally made this design an hour ago, and I'm already forgetting. All right, so let me put those to the side. Now, we are going to grab one of these jump rings. Is not like the other. I think it's this one. This is our 5mm jump ring. This jump ring is going to actually go over top of this component. So that is the base of our dangle. So we can work upwards though. So I think that's a good way to go. We're going to use these 4mm jump rings. You don't need terribly large jump rings. This isn't a really large space. So if you keep the jump rings on the smaller side, I find that's helpful and you can get more beads in there without adding length. You know what I mean? And 4mm is a respectable, it's not like a teeny tiny itty bitty jump ring, but it's also, it's a respectable size. I think it's a good one. I think 4mm is a good one. I think if I were to be honest, guys, what's your favorite size jump ring? I would have to say mine's probably 4 or 5mm. I do appreciate a good 6mm jump ring. What I don't like about these though is I have to open them and then because they're like overcorrected. But I like a good whatever. So we're just going to do our dangle portion, which is going to be all 5 of these snowflake arms. And I did try this where I put 3 beads on the one in the middle and it looked okay, but it was a little long. So I'm just putting them all at 2, but you can play around with that. You can do whatever you want. You guys know. Be the artist. You call the shots, my friends. Okay. Let's try to make sure. Okay, that's good. So that's our bottom dangle. So we'll just look how looks like a little snowflake when I put it on the mat. You see that? All right, so we're going to grab another one of these jump rings, one of these proper, respectable jump rings. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up one of these frosty guys. I'm going to pick up this guy, and then I'm going to pick up another frosty guy. Okay. And that is going to be our bottom portion dangle. And we're just going to work our way up to the top. Okay. And sometimes, guys, I'll take this little component and I'm just going to put it right through here just to keep my spot. Because you want to keep like a dangle on each side. So that's just a really good way to keep your place. Because especially with me, if I get to talking, especially in a tutorial or something like that, and I'm just busy talking, I'll lose my place all the time. So what I'll do is I'll just pick that up and I'll insert this jump ring in onto the actual wire and then loop it into the jump ring, and I will just drop that, and then that will pick up my place. And we're gonna do one crystal on one side, and we're gonna do another crystal. I think I did 8 here, I'm pretty sure. And then we're just going to close it. And I'm just being careful to close these because these are a little finicky. These aren't my normal stainless steel jump rings. These are just regular old jump rings. They're like a 21 gauge, so they're not a bad gauge. But I'm just trying to make sure all the seams are closed because I'm not quite as comfortable with these as I am with the stainless steel ones. The 18 gauge stainless steel ones, but this project, the 18 gauges didn't work. I just thought that this was just, it didn't really need like a bulky jump ring here, you know? So I'm going to put this around the wire and then through that jump ring and then just slide the component off. And then one on one side. And then one on one side. Oh, guys, tomorrow... I know that Softlax unboxed their Arctic, and I was going to unbox mine today, but I think I'm going to unbox it tomorrow. And then we're going to pick cards because we're going to start up our bead stash challenge from Desert Cat. I don't know if you guys remember. We're going to start that up tomorrow. So I'm going to pick cards. I'm going to open up some beads. Guys, we're going to have a fun time tomorrow. It's a video, so I feel like I'm setting up like, oh, we're going to all get together. I'm meaning videos. But I want to try to do like at least 3 videos a week. I really do. I want to challenge myself to do that. At least 3 videos a week. I think I can handle it. I think I can. We'll see. We'll see. All right. And this will be our last dangle jump ring. Okay. So if we start a Sunday, guys, do you consider Monday the start of the week, or do you consider Sunday the start of the week? Because like the calendar starts, like every week starts on the Sunday, but I don't know, growing up I always thought the beginning of the week was Monday. But maybe we'll consider it Sunday. And maybe Sunday we'll have 1 video, and then I'll probably be able to put out, I might be able to do 4. I don't know. I don't want to wear myself out, because y'all know I got that special mental health. But I want to challenge myself. All right, so I did put this back on here. I know we don't have any more dangles, but we are going to do 1 more of these 4mm jump rings, because this is going to be our go-to jump ring, because I want this dangle portion to start out like with the front-facing jump ring, and then also this serves as a way to kind of keep this more free-moving, because if I were to connect the jump ring right to it that we're sliding onto the component, this would be more bunched up at the top, right? So this go-between jump ring is good for directional use, but it's also good for space. This will create a nice little space area there, so then we can see and our dangle can move freely. That's what I'm trying to say. So now we're going to take our 5mm jump ring. Tell me how I used it, guys. Did I use the 5mm jump ring? No. Okay. There she is. I was thinking to myself, girl, listen, do you hear that helicopter? G.I. Joe is here. What did I do? Is that a helicopter? What? It is like 11 o'clock at night. I hope it's not somebody on one of them snowmobiles. Do you hear that? Oh, I see headlights. I don't know. Maybe it's a plow coming through. Who knows? I know, guys, we got snow, but I do apologize if that's loud. It might be a helicopter. It is. Listen. It's a helicopter. The law has found me. Oh, I want to use a different. The law has found me. What did you do, Patricia? I don't know. So anyway, we're going to open this jump ring now. And we are going to, oh, that's a spotlight. I thought they were headlights. They're looking for somebody. That's scary. So we're just going to attach our jump ring like we would like we did the other ones. Okay. And we have that, and we're going to close that. I guess they weren't here. They're gone already, unless they come back on another loop. I'm not sure. Definitely make sure this is nice and closed. And now we are going to slide this on here, right? And that jump ring is going to sit over top of those wire wraps. So that's why you want to make sure you don't make this too bulky. And make sure that lays across. There we go. See how that's just like over top? The jump ring is now over top of those wraps. And then we have our dangle. And it just fits perfect. Oh, it just fits perfectly in there like a little frame, right? Just like perfect like a little frame. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to drop our bead cap on top. And this is going to hide and cover up all that unwanted. We ain't going to see none of it, my friends. And I'm going to drop a little bicone. Now, I had questioned myself if I wanted to put a bicone up here or just do a wire wrap. But I really thought these two blues were really pretty together. And I liked how they just picked each other up a little bit. So I decided to go with it. And now we can, I mean, there's pretty much no front or back. It's pretty much the same on both sides. So, so go ahead and we are going to do a wrap loop up here. And we're going to do about, I think, 2 wraps. 2 or 3 wraps up here. And like I said, this is the 20 gauge wire. So these are going to be a little bit chunky monkey wraps. They're going to be a little thicker wraps. And I think I might have made too much of a space here. That's going to be too many. Too many wraps. Let me just go ahead and grab my nylon jaw pliers, because I don't want to do this all over again. And let me just go ahead and save myself here. So you can, that's the great thing about wire. I'm just going to save myself. Just going to kind of get it. I might have to, I can't take this bicone off, darn it. There's like a little crook here. Just go in there and gently push it down with your nylon jaw pliers. And that's how you fix that. Okay. That's no fuss, no muss. Though I wouldn't do that a ton of times, guys, because the more you do it, it will cause your wire to weaken a little bit. But that was just way too much. That was going to be like 4 wraps in there. I wasn't ready to commit to 4 wraps. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to make a loop here. It doesn't have to be a huge loop. I am being very careful and slow because this is craft wire. And guys, I have a tendency to break this stuff really easily because I'm hard on wire, because I'm used to working with German style wire. So this craft wire is just a little more fragile for me. So I'm going to go ahead, center up my loops there. I'm going to take this wire and I'm just going to go ahead and put our wraps in here. I might only get 2, I might get 3. I think that was 3 on that side. Okay. Yeah, and look how ugly that is. But my friends, it's wire. We can fix it. It's a little sideways, but that's okay. Look how just that one little movement kind of fixed it up. And we can come to the back, and I've decided this is the back. And we can maybe straighten these wires up a little bit. Hold on. We're just going to fine tune back here a little bit. There we go. Ever so slightly. Okay. Fine tunage, my friends, fine tunage. That's what we do here. Oh my goodness, Kyle. Okay. So let me go in here, and this is going to be the tricky part, right? We're just going to gently tuck this wire in. So guys, I'm not going to breathe. I'm going to hold my breath while I tuck this wire in, because I don't want to break the bicone. What happened back here, my friend? What happened back here? Oh, I hate this wire. I don't know why I chose to use this wire. I really don't. Anyway, we're just going to leave that at that. We can... It's not terrible, but it's not the loop of my dreams, but it's not terrible. I'm just going to go ahead and fix this guy up here. Okay. So there we have it. It's a little wonky, but it's not terrible, right? It's not terrible. So here, this is what it would look like without the snowflake, and it's a gorgeous earring without the snowflake. But I really do like the challenge is like our favorite things about winter, and truly, like I love about winter. I love Not necessarily being cold, but I do love snowflakes. I think snowflakes are so beautiful because they are so individual and there's like no two snowflakes alike, right? So they're kind of like people in a way that we're all individual and there's no two of us alike and we're all diverse and we're all amazing in our diversity. So I've chosen snowflakes as my winter spirit animal. So that's what we're going to do. Because that was the challenge, my friends. That was the challenge, that I'm going to meet the challenge. So I've got this rather large jump ring. And she's pretty stiff, so I'm not really worried. Sometimes when you have large jump rings, they can get a little wobbly. But this guy feels pretty nice. And why? Because there's a point here on this snowflake is why I have to use a little bit. I probably could have used a smaller jump ring, but I didn't have anything between the size and an 8mm, and the 8mm was just too small because it wasn't letting this move freely because of that little point at the top. It was cumbersome and it looked awful. So I went with this bigger jump ring here. And I think, just guys, make sure because sometimes these bigger jump rings are harder to close. Like they want to fight you on the closure. But just make sure you get that nice and closed. And I will come in here and do hold on. And, oh my goodness. That's the only thing I don't like about the big jump rings. We'll come in here and do a squish and a tap. Okay, that's closed. And then all we have left to do is put on our ear wire. And look at this beautiful winter wonderland extravagant, not extravagant, I don't know. Winter wonderland, whimsical winter wonderland earrings. Thank you, Carl. There they are, my friends. There she goes. Look how tootin'. Hold on. I always try to do this and I don't. Look how tootin' cute they are. Look how cute. Look at the little snowflake dangles. They're not really, they're sea beads, but you see what I'm saying? They're kind of like whimsical snowflakes. I love this. So guys, go over there into the Softflex. Go over there into the Softflex world and not Softflex, I'm sorry, Silversilk. I'll get it together. Go over there to the Silversilk world and just have fun. Be imaginative. I was talking to Joan actually before I filmed this, and I said I think I'm going to try to do at least one Silversilk project a month. I'm going to try to do more than one. I'm probably going to try to do like 3 or 4 a month. But I'm definitely going to try to do at least one Silversilk project a month. So that is my challenge to myself for the year, my friends, for the year. That is my first yearly challenge to myself, is to do at least one Silversilk project with you guys. I might do some off camera because, like I said, we have a lot of beautiful friends who make designs, and I might want to kind of use their design as, as inspiration. So those I'll probably do off camera. But I'm going to do at least one Silversilk project with you guys on camera a month. So, all right, my friends, I will be back tomorrow with our Softflex. That's when we say our Softflex. I will be back tomorrow with our Softflex Arctic Circle kit. I'm sure you guys have seen it, but I'm going to unbox it. And I'm thinking about maybe, because I did see the unboxing over there on the TGBE. So I am thinking of maybe a pair of earrings I can make with that. I'm not sure. And then we're going to open up our cards, my friends. We're going to do our Beat Stash Challenge cards. We're going to pick our cards, rather. Super excited about that. But until next time, my friends, keep on planting those magical beans and be safe out there. Stay warm. Stay safe wherever you are. Have a great night, friends. Bye.